Let's see. My name is Kathy Flaherty, and I'm here today to talk about, in the CRA, there's some public parks that are going from vacant, that are needed, that need to stay vacant, or go into parks instead of becoming commercial vacant. All right, so what's basically in the 2045 street plan you guys are doing, you're taking all the vacant existing land, you have 388 acres of parkland that's supposed to be for future use, and you're switching it all into whatever the zones are. So right now you see all that pink stuff, that's your vacant land. Some of that vacant land is for preserves, such as this giant pink one, and there's this little spot down here that's supposed to be part of Betty Lane Park. So I'm going to be talking about that later, right now. So as I go back, please squish down and I'll look up on me. All right, so Betty Lane Park is, we can do it. Betty Lane Park is number 6. You can see this right there. All right, and see here it is, Betty Lane Park. And so then, please don't lock up. All right, then we have, here's Betty Lane Park. All right, this is what it is now. All right, this is the important thing. You'll see Betty Lane Park is this square, and what this is for, it's an access to Stevenson's Creek. See how it's all blue? And it's so you can have heavy machinery that can go in the creek and dredge the creek. It's been there since 2012 when you guys bought it for dredging the creek, okay? It's supposed to be for dredging the creek. I went out there today, and there's all this big equipment because there's this, I guess there's a pump out station there. And like this is the bridge right next to it, and that's full of silt. That needs to be cleaned out. So this park is very important to this neighborhood, all right? But your 245 plan wipes it out. It should be a park. According to your guidelines, it says parks, if it's needed to be dredged to the creek. Basically, if you need this thing and you have a use for it, it should be a park. It's been a park forever. But the 245 thing turns it into commercial vacant, all right? So now your park that's been there since 2012 is now a commercial vacant. All your vacant land throughout the whole city is now whatever zone. So if it's commercial vacant, it's going to be commercial vacant. So if it was supposed to be maybe a park, it's not vacant anymore. Developers can come in and buy these things, I think, a lot easier. I'm not sure how that works, but if I was a developer, it'd be a lot easier. I don't know, but it doesn't say anything in the 2045 plan that you're doing this. Here's that property again. You can see Betty Lane Neighborhood Park, hopefully, underneath the red. Now it's a commercial property, all right? It used to be just vacant. So what that 2045 thing does, it turns it from this, it turns it from an access point to the creek into a commercial property, and that's not right. You
My
guys
name
didn't
is
tell me
Michael
that.
Foley, 1809 Apache. I'd like to give my time to her.
Oh, we had to that later on. If you would like to speak about this, you're welcome.
Well, hello, Michael Foley, 1809 Apache Trail. And I would just like to say, sir, that in the committee that I've observed many times, I've been to that park many times. The neighbors use it, they congregate there, they fish there, they enjoy it. It's just like a park. That's all I need to say for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on items not on the agenda? Okay. Not new business, 4.1, please.
Confirm the city manager's appointment of Jesus Nino as the CRA executive director to be effective on the date to be listed on the employment contract.
Questions, comments on this? Motion? I move we confirm the city manager appointment of.
I wanted to say something. Do I get to talk before?
Public comment.
All right.
And Ms. Flaherty does have Mr. Foley has 4 minutes.
Okay, I get 4 minutes.
I'd like to give her my time.
Okay. Okay, my name's Kathy Flaherty. I live in the CRA. I've been here for 15 years. I've lived here for almost 17 years. I've had a bike shop for 15 years. I've been very active in trying to get my neighborhood. When I bought my property here and opened my bike shop, I relied on the downtown development plan. You were supposed to take my neighborhood and put a street market down there at the end of the street. We were supposed to have Stevenson's Creek fixed up with the neighborhood park and everything. And that's why I bought. I put a lot of money into it. All right? And then 2017, it was all supposed to go forward. And then it was stopped. Okay? And then we have COVID and whatever. And then we have a brand new board come in at 2020. You guys got presented this I don't know what it was, this plan for the Mercado. You guys never got presented the right plan for the Mercado. The Mercado was always just supposed to be, this is the disconnect that's been going on with us for 4 years. Because I was so upset that you were going after the Hispanic part for no reason. The festival core is supposed to be a street market on the outside. If you guys would drive down there and take a look and see what was actually built, I mean, it's ridiculous. No one knows what it's actually built. There are bollards, pull it up. There's bollards in the roads, okay? Those get pulled up. There's a whole festival plan thing. I mean, I don't understand. Why wasn't it presented as a, I mean, when you asked what was supposed to be around it when the Mercado plan was presented, a festival street market was. Nothing, you guys were never told that was a street market outside area.
This is supposed to be built, the item.
But it is, but
It has nothing to do with Mercado. It's about if you want to speak on that, speak when it's that time.
no, but I can speak, this is my time, be quiet. So if no one ever,
Excuse me, would you like to leave the meeting? Would you
this
like
is
to leave
my
the meeting?
time, this is my time.
This is not the appropriate time. This is on the executive director. It has nothing to do with Mercado.
The executive director is never gonna know about this, what it's supposed to be, because you guys don't even know about
Back
it.
it up, please.
I will, here, let me show you a picture of it. I mean, it's ridiculous. You guys spent $16 million fixing up my street, and no one even knows about it. It's supposed to be a festival market. So angry. It's supposed to be a festival market. It's supposed to be a Hispanic civic center. Nobody knows about it. Do you guys know there's a street market up there? The Hispanic organization, they tried to do it. They tried to go up there. Here, I have pictures of it. Here, this is the street market. Here, can you turn that on? This is the street market area. See the bollards? That's where it's supposed to go. This is another picture of it. Here are the plans that you guys approved in 2021. Festival Street, okay? Here are these destination zones. See my area, it's supposed to have a festival market zone. Your new stuff takes away takes it all away. Where is it? Here, street market. Why do you think the Hispanic civic market, people are trying to rent the place out? Because what you built is what we've been waiting for. But see, your new development zones have taken my whole neighborhood out. And everything has been moved down to the Downtown Development Board. Every single thing is down there. All right? We get nothing anymore. I have gotten nothing in my neighborhood for however I want. We got flags that said Downtown Development Board, and that was it. Our street was closed for 2 years when it got we have not had one person up there. Not one. I mean, it was supposed to be a garden street with different kind of flowers and different kind of flowery trees. We have scrub grass and oak trees up there. And do you guys know you're suing yourself, or you're trying to take over the board you just hired? You just paid $300,000 for, and you're staffing? You guys are out of control.
All right, who wants to respond to these?
What allegations? That you don't have a special
You're out of order,
report?
please. You had your time. I gave you time when you spoke on an item that wasn't even the correct item. So respect our rules, please.
Yeah, Mayor, I was actually not going to respond to that, but what I did want to tell you is that Jesus was, his intention was to be here, working with his employer to get the time off to be here, so I don't know if traffic or whatever might have delayed him. But one thing I did want to tell you about the contract is that one significant change there is that upon your confirmation, he will, as the rest of the sand management level employees, serve at the pleasure of the city manager, who will no doubt be consulting you with regard to, the progression of the CRA along the way. But that is a fundamental change in the agreement that we have with Mr. Nino.
Anyone else want to comment? All right, make a motion. Move to confirm the city manager appointment of Jesus Nino as the CRO executive director.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote unanimous. Thank you. 4.2.
Approve an allocation of $90,000 to partially fund murals in the downtown CRA as part of a mural festival.
Good afternoon, trustees. Ann Lopez, interim CRA executive director. This first item that I have before you is CRA staff has been working with Arts and Cultural Affairs Manager Amber Bryce on a mural festival that will hopefully take place in our downtown CRA. With approval of this allocation of $90,000, this cost will cover the preparation and priming of walls, materials, and artist fees. We have located 8 locations within the downtown CRA, with the main focus being in the gateway for this. Arts and Cultural Affairs will allocate $10,000 from their budget to cover consultant fees, lift rentals, pod rentals, marketing, and any costs related to an unveiling of this event. And Amber Bryce from Arts and Cultural Affairs is here and will be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions, Ms. Bryce?
I just had a couple. I think it looks like a great program. I was wondering if if there's plans to have community engagement in selecting, narrowing down some of the murals, and if you had from block or street to street, where are you thinking the span was? You said you have 8 locations. Were
Yes.
they written about in the, I didn't see them in the agenda attachment, but I could have missed it.
I didn't include it in the agenda only because I know that she's still confirming on those.
But is it like from the East Gateway to?
Yes, so the majority of them are in the East Gateway, or the downtown Gateway area.
Do they come west of Myrtle at all, or no? Probably not.
Do you know the address of?
Or MLK,
There's
or-
one that's, I think is west of Missouri.
Okay,
Yeah.
so really up that way?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then community engagement in selecting or narrowing them down and stuff?
So because these are privately owned businesses, the property owner gets to choose which design they want on their building. We did do an open call to artists. We had a panel that selected the top 13 artists, and we asked them for design proposals.
Okay. And then I guess since we're on private buildings, one of the other questions I had was, can we incorporate lighting to draw attention to them at all? But that's up to the property owner if they want lighting.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And any timeline? Do you think, like, when all,
We would like to do this in March. We would like to be a month-long event in March.
oh, like, all up in a month or so?
Pretty much,
All
yeah.
done? Okay.
Any other questions? Anyone from the public want to speak to this item? Okay, I'll make a motion.
Motion to approve agenda item 4.2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote unanimous. 4.3, please.
Discuss the North Greenwood Advisory Committee.
Sorry, my notes got turned around. So as part of the commitment to the North Greenwood CRA, one of the things that is a requirement is having the North Greenwood Advisory Committee, which, as it states in the plan, is a 5-member board, 3 of those being appointed by the city of Clearwater, 2 of them being appointed by the Pinellas County Board of County Commissioners. As of last Friday, we have received 6 applications. One of those does not meet the requirements as per city code, not be a city employee, to serve on the advisory committee. 3 of the other applications that we have received have all been residents, and 2 of them are not a resident within the North Greenwood plan, nor is their business located in the North Greenwood plan. So as it states in the North Greenwood plan is that to ensure the CRA plan is implemented with continuous collaboration with the community, the city will establish the Citizens Advisory Committee comprised of residents, business owners, property owners, and nonprofit organizations. So staff is, Staff is just looking for direction if we want to do another push. I have been working with public communications and the city clerk's office to continuously push out the application for the North Greenwood CRA Advisory Committee. Do we want to try and find more business owners, since the 3 that do qualify currently are residents? So just looking for some guidance and direction.
Yeah, I think we ought to push it out again. I mean, I think it's real important that we get people involved in that area. So let's go ahead and push again, see if we can get some interest.
Can that be a targeted push, maybe involving nonprofits in that area to suggest some applicants?
I think those are great ideas. I think part of the struggle a little bit is serving on that board and adhering to the sunshine laws. And so people who serve on that board can't collaborate or talk about what they may vote on. And so those who are very passionate about that North Greenwood CRA, if they serve on that board, they have some limitations that I don't know that they want to have.
And if the board has any recommendations for other organizations outside of nonprofits that we should reach out to, please by all means let the staff know. So we can continue. The hope is that we would be able to come back in February and have more applicants.
Churches.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Director's report?
I have no director's report for you today.
Mayor, just, not that we can overcome some of the information that's readily, routinely provided to the community, but for the purposes of the East Gateway and the Mercado, we have done some value engineering, or we're in the process of doing some value engineering on that. We met with staff last week. We are not going to alter the plan. The plan has been pretty thoroughly vetted with the community over a very long period of time. So we're going to build the plan that we adopted. We are looking at ways to try to minimize some of the costs associated with it, however. But we're going to bring you an ask here very soon to complete the Mercado in the manner in which it was designed. That will require some additional dollars, as it's priced out more expensive, which is really what delayed us anyway. When we got the bid on the Mercado specific work, it was higher than we thought it should be, high enough that we thought it was worth taking a look at it. We're going to be able to trim that somewhat, but we're going to be back with you for the funding. We're going to finish that project up.
So you're saying there's a barrage of emails and accusations that we're not doing our job with the Mercado.
This is a culmination of millions of dollars worth of investment in the East Gateway, and frankly, I think it's paying off. There's some good restaurant spots opening up there. I was at one last week. So we're making, we've made a lot of investment in this project over the years, and we've got some more to come, so.
Yes, sir.
As I recall too, I mean, we've been talking about this a long time. I think there hasn't really been anything changed, but the market has changed, which has been a big problem for us up here, because everything has gone up in the cost. So, and I'm glad we're working it out, so, and we're not altering the plan. We're going forward with it, but you know, sometimes it takes a little longer than what you expect. So I wish some people would be patient and let us do what we gotta do, and it'll be built.
We're making some plans for how to utilize the space, so we're going to pull a number of those things together this year. So I think it's an exciting time in the East Gateway. I think we're really going to be pleased with the direction that the East Gateway goes.
Good, thank you.